In a world where freedom is often mistaken for the absence of obstacles, many of us move through life unaware of the invisible chains that bind us. These are not physical chains made of metal, but they are just as strong. We wake up every day, following frantic routines, immersed in a sea of notifications and relentless distractions. Amidst this storm of automatic actions, a question strikes like lightning. Do you truly control your life, or are you merely drifting in a predetermined current? This unsettling question marks the beginning of a journey of self-discovery, driven by Stoic principles that challenge our conventional understanding of freedom. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy born in Greece around the 3rd century BC, is more relevant today than we might ever imagine. Founded by Zeno of Citium, Stoicism doesn't seek to control the external world, but rather focuses on mastering our inner world. It is a philosophy that teaches us to live in accordance with nature, accepting what we cannot change and focusing on what is within our control. Figures like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca are among the most prominent figures of this school of thought, and even centuries later, their words continue to inspire and guide those seeking freedom and self-mastery. In a chaotic world, in our digital age, the illusion of control becomes more deceptive. We spend countless hours absorbed in vast oceans of digital content, constantly fed by social media and platforms that offer the illusion that we are in command. Statistics indicate that we spend, on average, more than 2.5 hours a day on social media. This seemingly innocuous behavior shapes our beliefs, affects our decisions, and traps us in a cycle of reactivity rather than proactivity. By allowing ourselves to be pulled by external impulses, we surrender our internal control, unaware of the extent of our own bondage. Stoicism offers an alternative: internal discipline as the key to true freedom. It's not about rejecting the modern world, but engaging it with a centered heart and a clear mind. At the core of Stoicism, we find practices such as daily journaling, where we write about our emotions, thoughts, and reactions. This simple act of self-reflection transforms internal turmoil into clarity of intention, allowing us to visualize and rethink our current state of being. Another essential component is Stoic meditation, a morning practice that challenges us to begin the day with reflection and serenity. By internalizing Stoic precepts, we can distinguish between what is transient and what is essential, between what we desire and what we truly need. This practice is a powerful antidote to the chaos of the external world, preparing us to face challenges with a composed and controlled attitude. The most tangible evidence of Stoic self-discipline can be found in the lives of prominent figures who embodied such principles. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, exemplifies this resilience. His experiences in concentration camps taught him that while he couldn't control his oppressive surroundings, he retained the freedom to choose his response. Frankl famously stated that between stimulus and response, there is a space, and in that space lies our power to choose our response. This choice represents our ultimate freedom and strongly resonates with the core tenets of Stoicism. At this juncture, we must pause and reflect. Where in our lives are we relinquishing our freedom due to a lack of discipline? This question should serve as a catalyst for our journey of self-discovery and transformation. For those ready to take the first step, I invite you to embark on a 30-day self-discipline challenge. During this period, share your experiences in the comments, helping build a community rich in stories of overcoming and personal growth. True freedom is achieved precisely through self-discipline. This concept might seem counterintuitive at first glance. After all, we tend to associate freedom with the absence of restrictions. However, delving deeper into the daily practices of Stoicism reveals that self-discipline liberates us to live fully. Epictetus, once a slave who became one of the most influential Stoic thinkers, embodied this principle. He reminds us that it is not what happens to us that defines us, but rather how we choose to respond to these events. Within this choice lies true personal power. By cultivating disciplined habits, we begin to shape not only our responses, but also our perception, our character, and ultimately our destiny. Let's delve further into modern Stoic practices that can be applied to cultivate this inner strength. The mental rehearsal technique involves visualizing oneself throughout the day, anticipating challenges, and preparing appropriate Stoic responses for each situation. This practice not only primes the mind, but conditions the spirit to face difficulties with equanimity and purpose. Consider, for example, the story of a modern entrepreneur facing unexpected economic downturns. Instead of succumbing to despair, she adopts a Stoic strategy by reframing the situation as an opportunity to innovate. Focusing on what she can control, such as the quality of her services and customer relations, she steers her company through challenging times, emerging stronger and more adaptive. This illustrates the Stoic principle that adversity can be transformed into a platform for growth and innovation. Moreover, the practice of Stoic reframing serves as a powerful tool to transform adverse situations into opportunities for growth. When confronted with challenges, instead of giving in to frustration, we can ask, what can this obstacle teach me? How can I grow from it? This reframing shifts our internal narrative, turning difficulties into stepping stones for personal development. Stoic philosophy also emphasizes the contemplation of mortality, not as a morbid exercise, but as a means to live more fully. Reflecting on life's transient nature teaches us to value each moment, each choice, each interaction. This acknowledgement of impermanence encourages us to act with greater intentionality and authenticity each day. As we practice these disciplines, we notice a significant shift in our mindset and behaviors. Proactivity replaces reactivity, clarity conquers confusion, and a new freedom emerges, not one that allows us to do anything, but one that permits us to do what truly matters. For many, the ultimate revelation of Stoicism is the realization that freedom and responsibility are two sides of the same coin. We are genuinely free when we accept responsibility for our choices and their consequences. This realization invites us to become conscious architects of our lives, shaping our path with a renewed sense of purpose and personal power. As you progress on your Stoic journey, consider staying connected with a community of people who also seek self-mastery and inner freedom. Share your stories, learn from the experiences of others, and together cultivate a shared practice that benefits not only the individual, but the collective. In conclusion, Stoic philosophy extends beyond self-help or personal growth. It is a call to live deliberately, with courage and wisdom. By adopting self-discipline as a way of life, we gain access to genuine freedom, a freedom that empowers us to approach life's inevitable challenges fearlessly. We can begin to transition from a reactive mode of existence to embracing life as the fullest expression of our true selves. As we conclude this journey through Stoic philosophy and its profound impact on personal freedom, remember that your path to self-mastery doesn't end here. If you found value in this exploration, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Doing so isn't just about staying connected, it's a commitment to your ongoing personal growth and evolution. Let's walk this transformative journey together, striving to live with greater intention and wisdom in every moment.